Randy Orton looks to be challenging for the WWE Championship in the main event of SummerSlam this year, and the 40-year-old recently spoke to SI.com and mentioned that he feels having been bullied as a child has made him a better heel in wrestling. Here's what Orton had to say to SI.com. "When I was younger, I was bullied. I was picked on," said Orton. "I know how that feels, so it's just reversing that and being the bully. Knowing what to do or say to get under somebody's skin. Growing up, my younger sister just hated my guts. I took out being bullied at school on her. As far as where I get that motivation, I'm not sure there is just one explanation. I feel comfortable being the heel." Orton also spent some time during the interview talking about modern day pro wrestling versus the wrestling that he grew up enjoying. And here's what he said about modern in-ring styles. "What we do in that ring is performance art. There is an art form, and that's lost on some guys. I've gone on record that a lot of our younger guys can be a little reckless. I've been around this long, and one of the reasons I've been around this long is my style. Although it might be a little slow and monotonous at times, when it comes to telling a story, you have to slow it down." He continued, "If two guys are going 100 miles an hour and they never slow down and they never sell, it's a big fireworks show and I'm not getting any drama. I'm not getting invested and I'm not wanting to see more. When it's over and on to the next train wreck. It's too much. Less is more sometimes. Sometimes you do need to slow it down. Sometimes you need to slow it down so the cameraman can find your face. When I'm watching the show on TV, there's never a chance to get in and see what they're feeling. See the color of their eyes and the small facial expressions that tell a huge part of the story. You don't get that when it's just physicality, physicality, physicality." He continued, "I know there are fans out there that love seeing guys risk their neck every night, and I can appreciate the guys that do that for the fans, but there is no longevity in it. You're only as good as your last match. Getting a pat on your back from your peers because you had a good match is a huge thing, but then you've got another match the next night, and another match the next night. You can't go off the top of the cage into a table from 30 feet every week. You can't dive to the floor and put yourself in that high-risk scenario every week, but these guys are doing it, and I feel they're dropping like flies. They're all tough, they all work hard, and they're all talented, but I look forward to being able to get in the ring with a couple of these guys and slowing them down, showing them my opinion on what makes a good match a good match. I'm not saying that my opinion is the only way to go. It's worked for me, but it might not work for them. Any advice that I give guys might not work for them." And those were Randy Orton's comments to SI.com. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button so you don't miss out on any more news or reports from Spoiler Free Wrestling.